Good morning. It is 6:08. I'm still sitting in my tent. I just got up. We got coffee going now. It is way colder than I anticipated. All the water droplets on my tent are frozen. So it is under freezing, which is not good because I didn't realize it was going to be anywhere near that cold and didn't sleep with my water filter. For those of you that don't know, that if a water filter freezes, they're no good. So hopefully mine didn't freeze. It was kind of a rough night. I slept okay, but I was awake most of the night. I just on and off, never slept more than probably 30 minutes at a time. My legs are really, really achy and my hips. So I did a lot of laying down, hips hurting, legs hurting, and just turning from side to side. So it was kind of a long, chilly night. Everything's wet. My quilt is really damp. The good news is it shortly after dark, the rain and everything stopped and cleared up. When I got out of the tent in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, the moon was shining, the stars were out. So I think the clouds and all are gone. So later today, when it's hopefully get some warm sunshine, I'll stop and get everything dried out again. So we're ready for tonight. Okay, here's back on the road. That's going south, the way I came from. Right down there off the bank of the road, in that flat spot with the pine needles is where I camped. And it's 6:55, and man, it's cold. My tent was completely frozen, so everything's gonna need to be thawed and dried out later. Man, it's a cold morning, y'all. I'm wearing gloves. I'm wearing my pants. And like I'm moving slow, my body's rigid. But not long after I left where I camped, maybe not even a quarter mile, I saw Boots' tent. And he was like, dude, it's so cold. I was frozen. He said his zipper froze and he couldn't get out of his tent this morning. So I knew he passed me last night during the hail when I was in my tent. He yelled at me, but I thought he was probably going further than that. I didn't know he was only a quarter mile from me. I can see the sun on the tops of the trees up there. But man, they haven't got down to this bottom yet. Okay, I got my water from this trough, and I think this is the last like reliable, decent water for 24 miles. So I'm carrying 5 liters. It was very cold, dunking my hand and holding it under that water while the bottle was filling. My water bottles are getting pretty frozen, so I guess it's getting colder or it's just staying colder. I guess I don't know what I'm saying other than I'm questioning the integrity of my filter. I am carrying aqua tabs, which is like a chemical treatment. I've never used them before, but I did put an aqua tab in all of my bottles after I filtered. I'm too far away from any towns to be chancing getting sick with water out here. I think I'm still 60 miles from Pie Town. Starting to get a little bit of sunshine. You know, things to be grateful for today. There are clear blue skies. Let's hope it stays that way. Hoping for hot and sunny later. It's rough mornings like this and rough days like yesterday that really make me feel alive and make me appreciate being in climate controlled spaces and having hot showers and flushing toilets and things like that. I mean, ever since the Appalachian Trail, almost every time I turn on a hot shower, I feel grateful, and it's like, wow, it's almost like amazing you can do it on demand. Just turn on a hot shower. I did see Pac-Man back there, just a little north of the water. He was still in his tent. He said he was frozen in as well. All right, back on the red line. Just finished the Gila alternate. I've been climbing for a while, so it's pretty cold and windy. There was a truck that came up there and stopped right at the end of the alternate. And what do you know? Let hikers out that skipped all the walking. I don't know why. I know I said I was gonna let it go. It just really bothers me. It does feel good to be back on red line. The Gila is done, and the Gila tore me up. Tore up my shoes and tore up my feet. Let me show you this view. I'm back on single track trail. I've been climbing for a while, and I saw this little elk up ahead in the trail. I walked real quiet and got within about 80 yards of him, maybe 70. He's actually still right up there. Oh, there's a big one with it. Let me see if I can get some better footage of this. Looking right at me. Crazy how different the terrain is. I did a bunch of climbing this morning, and man, we're up here now, looking down on lots of mountains. I saw another big group of deer back there, and I also got 1 bar of cell signal for just a couple minutes. I called my parents. They're on the way to go watch the Cardinals. I guess they had a day game today. But the call dropped and I wasn't able to check the weather update far out or anything like that. Man, this is something. So different from the river. It is 10:30 a.m. I've done right at 8 miles. I haven't put my tent up or got my quilt and all that out, but I just kind of opened my tent a little bit. I'm gonna have shoes off, let my feet breathe and have a snack. Just do a quick break. My tent was still filled with ice on the inside, so I'm just gonna let it dry a little bit, and then later at lunch I'll really get everything out. But so far today's gonna be a lot of ups and downs. It looks like lots of climbing, lots of downs. For quite some time now the trail has just been very rocky, ups and downs. Guys, these climbs, these are like AT climbs, straight up, straight down. And because of this water situation, I started the day with 11 pounds of water. I still have a little over 9, which makes these climbs even worse. I've got my quilt all up on a dry, warm rock with the sun. Got my tent out in the sun. Got everything opened up to dry, and I'm gonna make myself take a 1-hour break. I'm on the move, and I think it was about exactly an hour. Thought I may actually go over. Pac-Man and Whoopi and Buckeye all caught up while I was there on my break. They were all saying they're gonna go to their lunch break at this water up here. There's a spot that apparently, I don't know, a week ago it said there was a little bit of brown muddy water. And that's what they're going to instead of carrying the water like I did. So we'll see how they fare. If they get decent water, I guess they were the smart ones. The other thing, all of us let our filters freeze because nobody had any idea it was going to be so cold. But anyway, I'm getting on the green line now. Everybody's taking the green line. It's just, I think it goes through, I don't remember what it's called, Sabino Canyon or something. So I'm headed there, and then we'll reconnect with the red line in about 6 miles, I think. I don't know, I felt like this morning I was making real good time. I did like 12.3 by whatever time it was, 12:40 or something. But now it's like 1:50 and I still got 12.3. So let's see how the afternoon goes. And I still kind of have my sights set on about 25 miles for the day. You know, one thing I don't know that I've clarified a whole lot is when you get up and it's cold and wet and everything's wet, it's a big deal to get it all back dry. Because now, even though it's nice weather, if something happens and it gets real cold and rainy all of a sudden, my tent is dry, it's packed away, I can easily pop it up, get all my stuff inside, keep it dry, and be perfectly comfortable for the night. So once I have that time to get everything re-dried and repacked away the way it should be, I don't know, it just feels nice. Feels like you're ready again. Feels like you're prepared for anything. So that's always a good thing. Another thing I don't know that I've talked to you guys about yet, I stink like bad. I've only done laundry on trail one time. I have my laundry done in Lordsburg, and right now I'm at trail mile like 360 something. Lordsburg was mile 84. Now I didn't hike that many because of the cutoff, but it's been a couple hundred miles since I've had laundry. I did some shower laundry in Silver City, and I did get to shower at Docks. But I'm gonna tell you what, I'm starting to stink, like stink. All right, so there was water here. It doesn't look good, so I'm kind of glad I just carried the extra weight. And I'm gonna make what I have do to the next water in another 12 miles. I'm not getting any of that. How's it taste, Pac-Man?
Not great. Not great.
What a crazy thing to be in the woods. Like a big caution, don't drive here. I'm just going by this other water that's completely dry. And a couple minutes ago at the bottom of that hill, I saw the other two that had passed earlier. While I was taking a break, they're taking a break now. I asked how that water was that they got at the last place. They said, well, we just put coffee packets in it to try to mask the horrible flavor. I don't really know where the trail is right now. It kind of just ends in the middle of this pond. Maybe it's over there. I'm gonna have to look at my map. That's the alleged water. Somehow I went way the wrong way out of that pond area. I'm bushwhacking trying to find the trail. I know I'm going in the right direction. I was 2 hillsides away so far. I've gone up and down 2 hills. I've got to be close, but I still haven't found it. There were some comments that there was some wayfinding on the route out of here, so I'll probably just be walking in a general direction until I find something. I'm back on the red line. The plan is to go 7.5 more miles. It's about 4:15. But in 7.5 miles, there's supposed to be a huge water tank right on trail that has good water. And on 5.2, somebody made a comment
And somebody named Ron is there doing trail magic for 5 more days. And today is 5/6. So, I don't know what's gonna happen or not, but I am hopeful that I'm gonna get a burger and a Coke tonight. Wowza. Since the break, I had a big climb. I did have a little cell service and was able to update my far out for the first time in several days. There is confirmation that there is trail magic there. Now I have a long, very rocky, slow going descent. So it may be dark when I get where I'm going, but there's supposed to be water and some form of trail magic, so that's where I'm going. There are no comments about camping there, so I'm hoping that there's places to camp when I get there. The trail just came out of the trees out here into the open. I have been cruising, making a really good time. It's 6:20 and I have about 2.4 miles to go before the this water. But I'm a little bit concerned because looking at the topo, I know it's flat, but I'm starting to see in the distance that I'm getting close to some more big open areas. And I mean, I guess if I have to, I'll just camp out in the open. It's pretty windy right now out in the open, but so far every day, wow, that sun bleaching out the camera. So far every day, the wind really subsides a lot right around dark. I see in the distance that orange thing. That must be where I'm headed. Okay, made it to this orange thing. I got some water and it's crazy. It's like a big pool. I don't even know why the water's here. Like the cows can't drink from it. I don't know. It's like a big rubber thing. Anyway, it's pretty windy out here in the open. Pac-Man and I are gonna walk together for a little longer and try to find somewhere better just before dark. All right, only have a little bit of daylight left here. Sitting in the tent. Pac-Man's over there somewhere close by. We moved on from that water to find better ground to sleep on tonight. We didn't find better ground. We just gave up looking. But we have nice enough spots here. Cooking dinner right now, and I have one bougie backpacker meal. Got a lasagna that today's the day. So I did right at 26 miles today, so feeling really good about that. And I'm really hoping I sleep good tonight. And I need to look at a little bit more for the miles for tomorrow, but probably do another 20-something tomorrow and then just leave a few miles into Davia Ranch the next day. I guess nothing really exciting happened. There's the trail magic I was looking forward to the whole afternoon wasn't there, so we had to make our own magic and have some lasagna, I guess. But that's enough rambling. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.